Hello, this will be me sharing pictures and my experience of using Sistaco for about a year now. I take pictures of a lot of my manis, but not all of them. So this is a good handful of just different techniques or different colors or different applications that I've experimented with over this past year, and just showcasing what you can do with Sistaco system. And I just want to share tips and tricks, and then also examples of what Sistaco has to offer and what you can accomplish using their products. So a lot of these I have not specified the method of application, and if that's the case, it means that I've applied them the classic way. It will include in the kit a booklet with instructions on the different application methods so that you can understand more. But basically, there's a base coat and a top coat. The base coat, when you apply it and cure it, will still be a little bit tacky. And if you're applying the powder on top of that base coat, then that's the classic method. And then putting the top coat over it and curing it, that's classic. There's also classic powders, which are created to be applied using the classic method. That's the way that the color adheres the best. Whereas holographic and metallic colors can be applied either classic or the holographic or metallic method. Holographic, metallic method, those are one and the same, but it's just that there's holographic powder or metallic powder. And so whichever one you're using, that's the effect that you're going to get when you apply it that way. And that is applying it on the top coat. So you do base coat, top coat, cure, and then you rub the powder on top of the top coat and then add another layer of top coat and cure it again. The difference is that if you apply product on the classic way, most of the time you'll get more of a glittery, shimmery finish. And then if you were to do the holographic or metallic method, it comes out with more of a mirrored finish. So whether that is metallic because you're using a metallic powder, or you get that really shiny, really rainbowy holographic effect with a holographic powder. It depends on what powder you're using to apply. But lately, I think it's been more of a trend and has kind of popped up in different places as this donut glaze effect on nails. And so you can achieve that with Sistaco by applying a classic powder with that holographic or metallic method. And it's really cool how you can get different effects using the same powder, but applying it different method. So I've had fun playing around with that. I have a couple pictures later on. And then it will show the difference in, what the powder looks like applied classic or applied holographic. And I've really been liking that because it's more of a sheer effect a lot of the time, and it's more creamy or just less of the glittery, sparkly, and more just super shiny. Like this, for example, Cosmos is a classic powder, but I've applied it with the holographic method. So it's just a lot more shiny, more sheer, not so chunky, glittery, sparkly, even though it still has a little bit of that, but it's more like shiny and just super glossy. And then this next one is fun because it showcases a lot of different methods. That super bright pinky purple fuchsia color, that is applied metallic on its own, as well as the dusty rose, which is the lighter kind of gunmetal color. And then I mixed those two colors together and applied it classically on my ring finger there. This one is just top coat with a little bit of glitter that had already mixed into the bottle. And then the other thing is you can have a lot of fun with mixing colors. So like I did that with fuchsia and Dusty Rose and the other mani. This is another custom mix of 2 colors. So I mixed both the powders together before applying it. And that way you have just endless possibilities. When I first started with Sistaco, I bought a kit with 3 colors in it. So that's all I had to work with in the beginning. And still, I felt like it was an endless variety of ways that I can achieve different effects in different colors and different manicures. So it's kind of fun to just play around with it. Here's an example of a classic powder applied classically. And then later on, I try it again with a different method. This is definitely one of my favorite colors to use overall. I just keep going back to that one. Here's Peony again, but applied the holographic method. So instead of doing base coat, powder, top coat, this is base coat, top coat, rubbing the powder in, and then adding another top coat. And then I did the same thing with satin. It's very similar, but this is more of a white and the other one's more of a pink. Cosmos is another one that I keep going back to just because it can look so different in different lighting and with different applications. This one is just 2 coats, which makes it look a lot darker than the first time I applied it. Here's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about more of a shiny, glossy finish rather than sparkly, glittery. And since this is 2 coats, this would have been base coat, color, top coat. And that gives you that holographic finish again. Highly recommend Ruby Metallic for Christmas. And then here's more of a sparkly, glittery finish because I did that classic method. Ballerina is one of the most popular colors, I believe. And this was my last manicure of the video. I wish I got more pictures of it, but this is the last one. So that wraps up my year of nails. Thanks for watching.